Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Purplatypus is the name, and welcome to another Octopath Traveler 2 video. Today is the day I finally finished the 8th and final prologue, which was our boy right here, Oswald. So I have now gone through all the prologues, and I thought this would be a cool time to kind of just make a quick little short video about giving my impressions overall. This is not like a review or anything like that, but my overall thoughts on the game. So overall, I have found this game incredible. Like, I mean, I thought it would be like good. I've played Octopath 1. I've played COTC. This is Octopath 1 better in every conceivable way. There's quality of life changes. There's the most important thing that stands out, first of all, kind of twofold, is all of the characters are more interesting. Their personalities, their stories, all their stuff is more interesting, right? Like, we didn't like the apothecary isn't just like, no offense, I really like Alphen, but his main quest is like, I want to go save the world, be an apothecary. This is Casty is like, she's got amnesia, and there's a cult of apothecaries that are murdering people, and she's apparently part of this murderous cult, but she doesn't remember it, and so now she's trying to discover what these apothecaries are to her, if she's one of them, right? It's just like, all right, I'm interested to see where this goes, right? Oswald here, he was in prison in like fucking Prisoner Island for the murder of his wife and child, which he didn't commit, and now he's on a revenge murder mission to kill Harvey, right? So like, all the characters have these levels of depth and just interesting stories. Don't even get me started on Hikari. What a fucking hero. And to be fair, but then there is Agnia. Agnia is also in the game. I would say there's 7 winners and then Agnia overall. So Agnia's story fucking blows, at least in the early game. Every other story has, like, you know, you in the same game where you're investigating the murder of a corrupt, you know, the Pope's murder in a fucking corrupt church with the cults, and you have someone attempting to escape. She's an assassin that's also a slave, and she's trying to escape the captives of slavery. You've got someone part of a cult murder. You've got someone whose brother kills their father and fucking burns, you know, burns their entire village down. And then you got Agnia, who's like, I want to dance in one of the bigger cities. What's the depth of that's it. She's like, I want to dance. Everyone in the town says how cool and how beautiful she is. And they're like, man, she's so fucking wonderful and beautiful. Everyone should love her. And then she leaves and she goes to dance. So I don't know. Hopefully her story gets more interesting, but everyone else has been a winner besides her. Other than the characters themselves, the classes have all been reworked to be very recognizable to the original classes, but they're just much more going on, especially with what the jobs that I would call of extra boring in the past. Like the, well, even the apothecary, honestly, the apothecary they just kind of reworked how they did all the concoct stuff. But the ones that really stood out to me was Particio. Particio was like way fun. You get to gather a townsperson who gets to do things with you, right? They're kind of like a summon you could bring into battle, but they have an additional passive, so you could buy and sell goods at better or lower prices. The latent abilities add a lot. The characters all have now 2 different path actions, so between like the expanding of the classes to have more interesting mechanics to them, to also having latent abilities, to also having God, what was I talking about? Latent abilities, path actions. It's just like the whole game feels more fleshed out. Also, the exploration feels way better. These open world environments feel much more like in Octopath 1, there was like, you were on a rails. You were like going from here to here, and then if there was a branch, like, oh, there's a chest up there, you can go there. These really feel like 3-dimensional environments you can actually really explore. Here, they got the inventor class in this one, which might have been in the first one. I actually don't remember at this point, but let's see what this does here. All right. The animation and battle cameras are a huge improvement. That is something definitely worth noting. Like, when you go big, let's do it. We're going to do it. We're going to go big. Defend. Yeah. We know. We're going to go all the way up to 3 BP, right? Because we don't fuck around. Maybe we should have killed one just because they're fucking slow. All right, let's defend. Next turn. All right, there we go. Now please hit me. All right, we don't need to see. We're magic. Now look at this though. Now, like, this is this is something they do in one. This looks gorgeous, but this is something they do not only in battles, but in cutscenes and just when they're telling stories and when you're walking around. Like, they're way more dynamic with the camera. It feels way less stuck, and it just makes everything look better. But you change this angle, you get a great perspective, and then you see the badass attack gonna go off. It's they've really just outdone themselves with pretty much everything. The music, the visuals, the characters, the stories themselves, the combat mechanics, the classes, everything just feels good, looks good. It's just a great world to be in. So other than that, I'm honestly just kind of going on and on. This is a first impressions video. I will say the structure of the game, which I was not a huge fan of in Octopath 1, is likely going to stay the same. But from what I hear, your characters will actually talk to each other more now. But also, at the same time, it does seem like it's, even though they're going to talk to each other more now, it's still going to be like you go on 8 separate journeys. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. But that's okay. Everything about it has been so good. I'm actually interested in what these characters are doing instead of just doing it because I want to progress the story, you know? But yeah, that's really all I got for our first impressions. I'm actually kind of interested in what you guys think. I've just been impressed. That's all there is to it. I've been impressed. I was like impressed when I started, and I've continued to be basically blown away. Like, I'm very, very excited to play through this entire game now. Now I actually like it enough where I want to play through the entire game, and then if it maintains the quality, I want to try doing solo playthroughs if I can. Maybe you can't get the true ending or anything like that with that, but I want to see, like, all right, can I go through one character's chapters 1 through 4 with just them? That would be really fun. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Purplatypus is Purplatypus. Let me know what you thought about the game. I'll see you in the next one. You have a good night. Bye.